off to the races.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Upside Down. I'm so excited to be back on Off to the Races with my friend Shawn and my friend John. We're here to talk about the winners of the Golden Globes this year and the controversy surrounding the Golden Globes, so I'm very excited. How are you guys doing today?
Well, I'm doing just fine, Dan, and I'm just ready to whine. You know, I'm just ready to whine.
I'm right there with you, John. I'm really great. I am excited to see this list of winners, but I have a feeling I might be a little irritated. Might be a little surprised. We'll see. Might be pleasantly surprised.
So this year, there was a little bit of a difference, a way that they carried, that they carried out the ceremony, as in they didn't really have one that they, streamed or, televised. What did you guys think of that decision?
We all knew it wasn't going to be on NBC this year. I think we all came to terms with that. But we all at least thought that we would be getting some sort of live stream on their website or via YouTube or anything to watch. But the fact that nobody in the industry wanted to be a part of this really put a damper. I think the HFPA were probably shocked that nobody wanted to be a part of their ceremony. So I am still surprised they didn't hold something or some kind of announcement video, anything. And it was, I don't know, it was kind of anticlimactic how they just posted the winners on the website. But hey, we're still here talking about it.
I know, it's the first big award show of the season, and it just kind of just starts off with a dud.
It does.
Like, we're going to talk about the winners. We're going to see who won, and maybe we'll be excited there. But aside from that, there was no glitz and glam to anything. It was just all on an article, basically. And we were thinking, like you were saying, Shawn, maybe they would stream on YouTube. Maybe they have their own YouTube channel. And we were saying if they do that, we were going to go live and react live on our own YouTube channel. It never happened. They just decided to do it behind closed doors. What a dud. And honestly, if I was an actor or a filmmaker and I was nominated and I won, like, that's awesome. Like, I still have a trophy that I can take home, but doesn't it suck that my mom can't see me?
Mm-hmm.
My wife can't see me and hear my speech?
Yeah, it's sad. It's definitely, the only thing I can say about this, though, is that with the Golden Globes being, like you said, such a dud, then I think people are really going to put a lot more clout on the Critics' Choice Awards, which were delayed. But I think people are really going to be paying more attention to that this year. So that's going to be good.
Oh, I agree. At least do a video or something. A video of the nominees and winner, at least do that. But it was crazy. I was so surprised, and no celebrity wanted a part of it.
All they had to do, we're putting together a video for it. Like, they could have at least had a member from the HFPA come out and be like, the nominees are, here's the winner. Like, nothing.
Guys, not even that, right? Let's say they wanted to continue with this dud of a ceremony. We could have woken up today to a little highlight video. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Something. At least that I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing, I don't think.
The big question is now, with who wins, does this mean anything for the Oscars? Or does it mean even less than it usually does?
I think it means just as much, whether you thought that meant a lot or whether you thought that meant a little. I think it means just as much. It sucks for them, but the results are still the results.
Yeah, that's true. It is what, we'll see what people are, actually watching and what they're digging and what they're not, so. Yeah, it's definitely still a precursor, but not a huge one.
Can I throw this out real quick? Do we think that this is happening again next year, or do you think the HFPA are going to kind of just speed run through changes?
They have to speed run through changes, or they're going to become obsolete completely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they got to change something.
They obviously messed up this year, and they weren't ready for maybe everyone declining their offers. So, they're going to have to, do some housework and clean their mess up, and hopefully come back next year with a bang.
I can see it.
Are you ready to go through the winners?
I am so ready. I've just been trying all day not to get Instagram or surf the net, so I'm ready to talk about this finally.
Yes, me too. So first up is Best Motion Picture Non-English Language. And the nominees were Compartment Number 6 from Finland, Russia, and Germany, Drive My Car from Japan, The Hand of God from Italy, A Hero from France and Iran, and Parallel Mothers from Spain. And the winner is Drive My Car from Japan.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I have not seen it, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about it.
Same boat as you. I have not seen the film. I don't even know where it is. If it's on any easily accessible streaming service, I apologize. I don't even know where it's at, but I am hearing rave reviews for this film. There are people saying that the Oscars are going to nominate it for Best Picture. I don't know, but I'm hearing it.
Yeah, so I also haven't seen it, and I don't know if they have even a release date in the US for it. I don't really know what the distribution plans are for it, but people have obviously seen it in film festivals and stuff. They're loving it so much. I'm seeing on Gold Derby, the director has been jumped up all the way to the 6th spot on Gold Derby. So, I mean, people are loving this movie. It's gaining a lot of traction. So, not surprised by this whatsoever. And this just kind of goes to show you that Parallel Mothers is losing steam.
Yeah. Is it losing steam? Did it even have steam, Shawn, you think?
I don't know. I feel like it kind of did, at least for Penelope Cruz's performance.
That's what I would say, at least for her performance. It's funny because my movie theater was advertising Parallel Mothers, never showed it.
I don't understand how these studios distribute their foreign films. Titan was everywhere, but where is Drive My Car? It just won, but we need to see it.
I'm anticipating it so much, even before the win, and not with the win. I definitely need to see this film come Oscar night.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna just say this: I am kind of sad that A Hero didn't win, because I did just recently see that, and it's gonna be on Amazon next week or in 2 weeks, and it's so good. So that's kind of a bummer. But once again, haven't seen Drive My Car. It might be even better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Drive My Car and A Hero, actually. But yeah, Parallel Mothers I haven't heard much about since the start, whenever it came to festivals. John, would you like to do the next category?
Yeah, man, I'd like to do the next category. The next category is Best Original Song in a Motion Picture. The nominees were Be Alive from King Richard, Dos Oruguitas from Encanto, Down to Joy from Belfast, Here I Am Singing My Way Home from Respect, and No Time to Die from No Time to Die. And the winner is No Time to Die from No Time to Die. I'm loving these reactions. I'm loving them. I'm loving them because if I wasn't announcing, I would have the same reaction. Now, this has to be the Golden Globes trying to get Billie Eilish onto their show, or there in person, or I don't even know what was the attendance there, but it had to be Billie Eilish. She's the... Shawn, why are you looking at me like that?
Sorry, I'm just thinking, what about Beyonce?
Yes, you're right, but you know what I'm thinking is Billie Eilish right now, you could argue, is bigger than Beyonce. Right now, I think so. I would argue it, and I think that's why the Golden Globes, and we all know the Golden Globes are a big popularity contest most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Not this year, I guess.
Who's the most popular musical influencer out there? It's Billie Eilish, No Time to Die. That being said, Dan, how do you feel about the song?
So, I'm not a big Billie Eilish fan to begin with. But, I I didn't think the song was all that great. I thought it was okay. I liked the intro, like the visuals, but it's like, yeah, I did not think it was all that great. I was really hoping Encanto. I was really hoping Dos Oruguitas would win for Encanto because that was such a really good song and it fit so well into the movie and it was such an emotional scene. But yeah, No Time to Die was not even that great at all, and not even memorable. Like I remember Skyfall by Adele, and you know.
Shawn, where is it on your Spotify playlist?
Non-existent. I do like Billie Eilish, and I think this song is a total snooze fest. It has no hook. There's just not a lot to it. If they were giving an award for best intro to a movie, then maybe give it to this. But this is best original song, and this song is no good. I guess it's always going to be the thing where the James Bond song wins, but in this case, I don't think it should.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The James Bond songs win.
Best original score. The nominees are Alexander Desplat, The French Dispatch, Jermaine Franco, Encanto, Johnny Greenwood, The Power of the Dog, Alberto Iglesias for Parallel Mothers, and Hans Zimmer for Dune. And the winner is Hans Zimmer for Dune.
Obvious.
Yes.
I saw this coming a mile away, Shawn.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It was a great score. Great score.
I think
If
this is
anyone had
taking it
any
to the
doubt-
Oscars.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone had any doubts, it wouldn't win. But the one thing I have to say is the Johnny Greenwood with the 2 nominations for the Critics' Choice. Obviously, people really liked what he did this year. So that was like the one. I feel like his score for The Power of the Dog is the only one that was in Hans Zimmer's way. And now it's like, okay, it's Hans Zimmer's, and deservedly so.
Yeah. I don't have much to say here. Honestly, it's Hans Zimmer. And people love Hans Zimmer, and it's part of a movie that is probably going to win every single technical award. I'm not surprised, and it is a memorable score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like my favorite score of all time or something that I would even put in my top 5 or top 10, but 2021, yeah,
I agree.
I think if you think about all of the scores of the year, that's the one that even like general audiences would be like, that's the score that they would remember. Like, oh, the music in Dune, that was really something that they'll take away the score from that. Whereas I personally think the score for Power of the Dog is better. I just think it works so well building the tension of the film. But I think they're both great.
But for Best Picture, animated, we have Encanto, Flea, Luca, My Sunny Maid, Raya, and The Last Dragon. Is it My Sunny Maud?
No, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing at the nomination. It's they got that in before Mitchell's in the Machines. Anyway,
the winner is Encanto.
Not surprised.
Encanto. And Shawn, you still haven't seen it.
No, I've seen it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Shawn has seen it. What do you think about this?
I mean, I'm happy. I think Encanto's great. I think Encanto is pretty much, it has it in the bag for award season. I personally, I think I even like Luca a little bit better than Encanto. And obviously Mitchell's versus the Machines is one of my favorites, but I also love Encanto. So I'm happy here, and I think it's gonna win. Go all the way.
Yes. Yeah, I'm happy too. Encanto's grown on me so much since I first saw it. But yeah, no, I'm so surprised that Mitchell vs. the Machine is not on here. But yeah, still, I think Encanto's gonna do great come award season.
All in all, I think 2021 was a good year for animation, because you telling me that you like Luca a little bit better than Encanto, like, it doesn't even offend me, because Luca is a great film. And Mitchell's versus the Machines is a great film. And Encanto is a great film. Like, it's crazy. Like, I couldn't argue with anybody if they thought one should have won over the other. Raya, I'm not really into, but I mean, I'm okay with. Encanto winning, bro. I was telling you guys the other day that my wife, she's not really in this whole movie sphere like we are. She was telling me that the general public are starting to see Encanto and it's becoming the talk of the town. Mm-hmm. And then I started to see it, that it was becoming the talk of the town at work, in my own like family, on social media, other people. It's becoming the talk of the town. Everybody's loving Encanto, and I think it's gonna take it all the way to the Oscars.
Yeah. Definitely. I think it needed that little push of like audiences really falling in love with it, because even though the box office wasn't like bad by any means for pandemic standards, it still wasn't amazing. So the fact that Disney was smart and they released it on Christmas, I think it was the perfect timing to really get people talking for award season.
John, do you want to do best screenplay?
Absolutely. Best screenplay in general for a motion picture. We have the nominations: Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog, Adam McKay for Don't Look Up, and Aaron Sorkin for Being the Ricardos, with the winner being Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think Belfast is a bad movie by any means. But Power of the Dog has some stellar writing.
Oh yeah.
Dan, take it away, man.
I'm so shocked.
Dan, take it away, man. What's your thoughts? I think you like Belfast more than the both of us.
Yes, I did. I did. But Power of the Dog has also been growing on me, especially since I, learned more about it and the meanings and the themes. But I still think that just the first experience, I liked Belfast more. So I'm happy, with Belfast, with Kenneth Branagh winning. But no, it could have gone either way, because Jane Campion did a great job with The Power of the Dog.
Shawn, other than your thoughts on Belfast, a quick question here. Licorice Pizza's losing steam, am I right?
Yes, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but it is what it is. It's my opinion. It doesn't have to be yours. I did not like Licorice Pizza. I was so disappointed by it. So it not winning here makes me giddy. Because I was worried that if anywhere, I don't think it really has a chance for Best Picture anymore, but screenplay is one that I still think it has some traction. So Belfast winning, even though I didn't personally fall head over heels for it, I still quite liked it. And I'm happy it won. I do think Jane Campion for sure deserves it though.
Mm-hmm. And this is I don't think any weird Golden Globe mishaps happen here. I think this is just a matter of preference, maybe, because I can't really give you a reason why the Golden Globes would choose Kenneth Branagh over Jane Campion, other than the fact that Branagh and Belfast are from Ireland. It's foreign, quote unquote, it's foreign, and they're the Hollywood foreign press. But that's stretching it.
It is.
It's probably just preference. It's probably just preference, right? But by the way, guys, I actually really like Licorice Pizza. That being said, can we agree? Don't Look Up. I don't like that screenplay.
No, it's a hot mess. Once again, and I think I brought this up in one of our other episodes of Off to the Races, but how much is improv in that movie and how much is script? The fact that people are still talking about this movie getting a screenplay nomination, to me makes absolutely no sense. I know there's a lot of people who love it, and I'm right in the middle on it, but the screenplay is a hot mess. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah, I agree.
John, you look very concerned.
I'm concerned that Don't Look Up might make it to the Oscars. That's what I'm concerned about.
I know. I don't understand. I mean, the thing is, it still has a lot of traction because it just was released on Christmas on Netflix. People are watching the heck out of it. Even random people at my work are they're watching it and they're loving it. So it definitely has reached the mainstream. So I don't know. I do see it getting a nomination. What are our thoughts on Aaron Sorkin's screenplay for Being the Ricardos? Where are its chances now?
Nomination for the Oscars.
Yeah,
I
especially
like
since
it.
they split it up with original and adapted too. I definitely think it gets in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Dan?
Yeah, I think so too. I liked it. It's a fine movie, but yeah, I think the screenplay is pretty good. Yeah.
Right, it's a fine movie. That's the best you could say about it. It's like, why are we nominating movies that are just fine? We should be nominating movies that left a lasting impact.
Shawn, do you want to do Best Director in a Motion Picture?
Oh, I would love to, Dan.
Oh, yes.
Best Director in a Motion Picture. The nominees are Kenneth Branagh, Belfast; Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog; Maggie Gyllenhaal, The Lost Daughter; Steven Spielberg, West Side Story; and Denis Villeneuve, Dune. And the winner is Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog.
That's great. Wow. That's awesome.
I do think, though, all 5 of these directors are great. And I like all of these movies in varying degrees, but I think all of their work is great. So, I mean, I'm just really happy that she won.
Yeah, I think Jane Campion is one of the best directors of 2021. I think she's like my number 2 of the year. My number 1 was Steven Spielberg. I think he was the best director. Anyhow, Jane Campion, Power of the Dog altogether was such a masterful take of a film, right? So that I think she definitely deserves this award. I don't know about Denny. What do you think, Dan? Do you think Villeneuve is gonna kind of ride the wave still with what we were saying of him being the winner for the Oscars?
Yeah, I don't think he'll win. But yeah, he could get a nomination. I just, like we've said before, I know it's varying, but like it's only one part of a movie, and I just would like to see the whole thing. But it is really good directing in that one part of the movie. But yeah, no, I don't see it winning though. I don't see him winning.
I don't think it's happening. I mean, we might be wrong. Nomination, yes, 100%. But winning, I don't know. I mean, not that this is like the end-all, be-all, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like he's losing steam. I feel that for directing. I don't know. I would love to see him win, but once again, like Dan said, it's like, okay, part 2, they're like almost 100% sure if it's great, they'll be like, here you go, Denis. They won't even need to nominate anybody else.
Yeah. I can definitely see Hollywood trying to make 2 consecutive female directors winning. That's such a tagline.
Yeah.
It's deservingly so, but a tagline nonetheless. I still haven't seen The Lost Daughter. I can't comment on Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I have seen it. And I was telling Dan, I was like, I did not like it, but it is a movie that's really stuck with me. And this might be a hot take. I think that because everyone's talking about her screenplay for The Lost Daughter, I think the screenplay is what bothered me, and I think her direction is what's really great.
Nice.
Like the feeling that you get when watching the movie, there's definitely a vibe to it. So I don't know. I kind of like her for Best Director. I don't know where she's at though in the actual race itself for the Oscars though. I don't know if she gets in or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, Shawn, but what I can say is maybe it's changed now, but when I did look at Gold Derby a couple days ago, I think PTA was losing steam also as director.
With him not winning this screenplay and him not even popping up here for director, it's interesting to see. I mean, I think there's still a lot of people that love Licorice Pizza, but it seems as if what we thought is when it was going to be released wider, that it was going to gain more traction, but it seems as if it's done the complete opposite, and now it's lost traction since its wide release.
For Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture, Ben Affleck for The Tender Bar, Jamie Dornan for Belfast, Kieran Hines for Belfast, Troy Kotzer for Coda, and Cody Schmidt-McPhee for The Power of the Dog. And the winner is Cody Schmidt McPhee for the power of the dog.
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely deserved that.
Yeah.
I think,
Dude.
he was really good.
What makes me happy here, guys, is that the Belfast guys are going to start losing steam, and we all could agree, like, they should not have been as high up in the Gold Derby charts as they were.
No.
No, and I think Kieran Hines should have been higher than Jamie Dornan. But yeah.
I gotcha, Dan.
You're right, John. And we mentioned this in one of our last episodes, is that they were going to cancel each other out. And this kind of seems to be the case. They're both getting nominated and they're both canceling each other out. Because at the end of the day, even though they're fine performances, neither of them are like outstanding and like overly memorable. So they're just canceling each other out. Can we all agree that Ben Affleck for Tender Bar is so out of left field and not going to happen for the Oscars?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched the movie. It's an okay movie. But yeah, no, he wasn't. He was good. I mean, he's Ben Affleck, but he's...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, nothing. I would never have nominated him, to be honest.
They wanted to see J-Lo, bro. They wanted to see J-Lo at the award ceremony. Kotzer, I think, is taking it to the Oscars.
100%, which threw me for a loop. Because, I mean, we were all talking about Marlee Matlin at the beginning of Oscar season. Now, she's lost so much steam. And then now we're talking about Troy Kotzer out of nowhere, which is... I mean, I'm very happy for him. I do think it's a good performance. Once again, it's not my favorite performance of the film, but he's definitely taking it to the Oscars, though. So, do we think because the Belfast boys are canceling each other out, Ben Affleck has no chance? Do we think it's kind of between Troy Kotzer and Cody Smith McPhee?
Do you mean nominations or wins, Shawn? Because if you mean
for the win.
Maybe, like, okay, so this is just my personal opinion. I just don't think Kotzer's performance is that strong for a win.
I personally agree, but other people I don't think are seeing it that way.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some videos of people picking Kotzer to win the Oscars. I get what you mean. Like, it's always a possibility. But I'm bringing my personal influence here. I don't see it happening. I don't want it to happen, at least, because I just love Cody Smith McPhee in The Power of the Dog. His performance was so haunting. I loved it. And I always thought he should have won, and he did.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I love it. I'm so happy about it. I'm still gonna throw this out there in the universe. Woody Norman deserves to be here. I'm still trying, Don.
Yeah.
I agree. Woody Norman does deserve. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah. I agree with you guys on Troy Kotzer. There was really just one scene that I thought was really good with him.
The thing is everybody has that one scene in Coda. Every single supporting character has that scene. So, you know, then it's like, if we give it Troy Kotzer that, then, you know, we should throw Marlee Matlin. We should I think the brother was even maybe a little bit more memorable to me than Troy Kotzer was. Troy Kotzer was more like the comedic relief of the film. John, I'm with you. As you know that I really adore Coda, but I when you put the two performances next to each other, it's like, duh, Cody Smith McPhee.
Next up is Best Supporting Actress for Motion Picture. John?
Ooh, I got you, Dan. Nominees for Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture were Katrina Balfe in Belfast, Ariana DeBose in West Side Story, Kirsten Dunst in The Power of the Dog, Anjanou Ellis for King Richard, and Ruth Negga for Passing, with the winner being Ariana DeBose for West Side Story, baby. Let's go, baby.
Yes.
That Anita role seems to be the Joker role, where whoever plays Anita wins, right? So whoever plays Joker wins the Oscar. Whoever plays Anita in West Side Story wins something. And I think Ariana DeBose, I said it in the first episode, I said Kirsten Dunst. Guys, I know this is not the episode, but real quick, I gotta change that answer to Ariana DeBose. I think her performance in West Side Story was phenomenal. she's got to be taking it, bro, all the way.
Yep. 100% agree. I loved her. Right after I saw West Side Story, I was like, she's going right up to my number one. Yeah, she was so good.
Yeah, I don't love West Side Story nearly as much as the two of you, but Ariana DeBose is absolutely amazing in the movie. She's personally my favorite thing about the movie. This makes me very happy. I hope that she also takes the Oscar.
Ruth Negga here in passing, I haven't seen the film, but she was kind of like the outlier here. She didn't win. Guys, Anjanou Ellis is still being in contention in a lot of people's minds. I don't get it. I still don't. If you've seen episode 1, you'll understand. I don't get
the
it.
Anjanou Ellis mystery continues.
Absolutely.
I still haven't seen it.
I'm really trying to wrap my head around it because I love her as an actress, but I just think that role is so small and it's so inconsequential. I just don't get it. But she's definitely going to get a nomination at the Oscars. It's going to happen.
I mean, if the talk continues, I could possibly see a win for Anjanou Ellis, maybe for SAG.
SAG tends to give awards to people who have been in the industry for a long time, and they deserve their clout. So I can definitely see that. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna win the Oscar though. I think it's definitely between DeBose and Dunst.
Yeah, I agree. Performance by an actor in a motion picture drama.
We have Mahershala Ali for Swan Song, Javier Bardem for being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog, Will Smith for King Richard, and Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth. And the best performance goes to Mahershala Ali for Swan Song. I'm just joking, it's Will Smith. There was not a single one of emotion that came out of you, John.
You got me, bro. You did.
I did? Okay, good.
I believe it. I believed it because it's like freaking Golden Globes, man.
Like, time stood still, John. Like, I don't think you moved or blinked or did anything.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the JK, and there was a JK.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Will Smith, I thought, was my favorite performance by an actor last year. And the thing is, that was his film. Mm-hmm. King Richard, in my opinion, is not an ensemble film. At least, not to the extent of other films like West Side Story, for example. And because of that, King Richard is Will Smith's film.
Yeah.
And he did so good in that. And so I'm happy. I'm happy he's finally getting it. I know my wife will be happy because she loves Will Smith and she wants him to take it all the way to the Oscars. Again, not to sound like a broken record, but I think he's taking it all the way.
Yep, I agree. I haven't seen the movie yet, but yeah, I agree. I think he's going to take it all the way, just from what I know.
Yeah, I just am not in love with the movie, and maybe that's where, like, my excitement kind of wanes, because I do love Will Smith, and I think he's great in the movie. But yeah, John, I do think that it's kind of time that we, or at least I, give up and just say, okay, he's winning. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah. And I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog is another great performance. That, I said it earlier, but The Power of the Dog is a masterclass of a film. A masterclass in direction, in writing, in lead acting, in supporting acting. Dude, that film, so Benedict Cumberbatch was also a really good runner-up, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's Will Smith's year.
I have not seen Swan Song, Shawn. How is Mahershala Ali in that?
I think he's phenomenal in Swan Song. I just didn't like the movie. So really great performance, just kind of, mediocre movie.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama. We have Kristen Stewart for Spencer, Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, Lady Gaga for House of Gucci, Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos,
Mm.
and Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Mm.
And the winner is Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos. Wow.
I knew this, by the way. I got spoiled. This is like one of the ones that I got spoiled while I was on social media. Nicole.
Wait, this is real?
Yes.
This is
yes.
real. Yeah, he wasn't lying. He wasn't pulling a you. He wasn't pulling a you with Mahershala Ali. Yes, Nicole Kidman won.
What?
I know.
Oh, this is. I didn't see that coming at all.
Me neither.
Yeah. I got spoiled it last night. I knew about it. I just didn't tell you guys because I want to see your reaction. Can I say, like, I was going for Stewart, but like Kidman and Being the Ricardos is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Shawn. Dan, how about you? You take it, Dan.
It's because I would pick like 3 other people on that list over her.
Wow.
I think she did a really good job. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know. I just felt so much more from Kristen Stewart and Jessica Chastain, and I haven't even seen The Lost Daughter, but Olivia Colman's really good, and Lady Gaga puts on a good performance in House of Gucci, even though I wasn't as big of a fan as everyone else was of her. But she still puts on a good performance. But yeah, no, I'm so surprised by Nicole Kidman.
I'm shocked. I mean, I really did think that Kristen Stewart, like, I thought that there was no ifs, ands, or buts about Kristen Stewart going all the way and winning everything. So this is weird. I do really like Nicole Kidman in the movie. I think she did a great job. I think she was able to get past all of the doubt that people had about her playing the role. I think that I liked Jessica Chastain a little bit more in Eyes of Tammy Faye. I think she was just so good in that movie. I'm just like, the floodgates are open for anyone to take this, and now I'm a little dumbfounded by it.
Well, last year I think Jodie Foster won for The Mauritanian, and that movie never went anywhere.
Oh, that was like, even Jodie Foster was shocked out of her mind.
Yeah. So this could mean something, or it couldn't. I think this means something. The talk for Kidman. I mean, there was even a guy that was commenting on the first video, calling me out because I was going for Stewart and that Kidman. I have to look out for Kidman, and he was right. He was right.
I did see that comment, and you're right.
Yeah.
It's not like the other one, like with Jodie Foster, that was just so out of left field. And even with, what's her name from the United States versus Billie Holiday? Andra Day, yeah, that was so out of left field. Whereas this one seems a little bit more likely that it could happen.
So I guess I am a little bit more for Kidman than you guys, because I thought she did so good in Being the Ricardos.
And she did.
She did.
The performance is really good. I'm just like, I think Stewart's is just so next level brilliance. But then I look at Nicole Kidman's performance, I look at Chastain's, and Coleman too. Like, I know you guys haven't seen Lost Daughter yet, but Coleman is so good. Like, her, just the way, like, her little gestures and her eyes and stuff, like, really nuanced performance. So, I mean, those 4 performances are incredible. So, I mean, now it's kind of open, whereas before the doors were closed to the other.
I love that. I love that.
I love it too. I'm into it.
Nominations for Best Motion Picture Drama were Belfast, Coda, Dune, King Richard, and The Power of the Dog, with the win going to The Power of the Dog. That is so awesome. It was, we talked about it, Shawn, with episode 2. It was between Belfast and Power of the Dog. And here it is. It's Power of the Dog. As much crap as we can talk about the Golden Globes, right? We can whine and talk crap all we want. Every time they whoever wins Best Picture Drama or Best Picture Comedy, those two usually end up winning the Best Picture for the Oscars.
There's definitely a good chance, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is really interesting because, we said Belfast versus Power of the Dog, and then in the next category, it's a West Side Story versus Licorice Pizza. And also the fact that they gave the screenplay to Belfast, it's almost as if it was kind of like a, so sorry that we didn't give you Best Picture, but we'll give you the screenplay, you know?
Yeah, it makes so much sense. Because I personally think the screenplay for Power of the Dog is far superior.
Absolutely, definitely.
So,
but
I think
it gets
right.
Best Director, Best Picture, and then if it got Best Screenplay too, that'd be pretty much a sweep. So they had to give Belfast something, right?
I think it's a great pick. I'm glad it won. Yeah, it probably would have been my pick too. Even though I do love Dune and Belfast, but yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm happy that it won because, like I said, the more I think about this movie, the more I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sticks with you.
What do you guys think about these nominations? Do we see them also being nominated for the Oscars? Because I do.
All 5 of them, yes.
Yeah, I could see that. Yes,
but I am now almost 100% sure that the race has really tightened up. I don't see King Richard winning Best Picture. I don't see Coda winning Best Picture. And honestly, I'm thinking Dune is kind of out for the count for Best Picture as well. I still see Belfast having a chance, but this means really good things for the Power of the Dog.
Yeah, I definitely still see Belfast, by the way, just to put that out there. This is only the first big award show of the season. Belfast could start winning after this and just clean sweeping everything. It could happen.
Next up is Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
We have Leonardo DiCaprio for Don't Look Up, Peter Dinklage for Cyrano, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Cooper Hoffman for Licorice Pizza, and Anthony Ramos for In the Heights. And the winner is Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, and that makes me so happy.
Yes.
So excited for that.
If he did not win here, I would have been livid.
Yeah.
Especially against these other performances.
Definitely.
I haven't seen Cyrano. That's coming out in, I think, 2 weeks or so. Mm-hmm. Aside from Cyrano, which I can't comment on, dude, Andrew Garfield acted freaking circles around everybody else in this category.
Yes.
100%.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see it.
Me too.
I mean, I honestly, I do think Dinklage has a chance to possibly get in still. These other guys, I don't think have any chance of getting nominated at the Oscars besides Andrew Garfield. And this just gives him a win. I don't know if we're going to see it continue. I hope so. But I love seeing him win. He deserves it 100%.
Between the two actors, do we think that these are the two, Andrew Garfield and Tick Tick Boom, and Will Smith and King Richard?
And Benedict.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd agree with those three. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree there.
I'm still not leaving Benedict out of the conversation. He's gonna need to win somewhere though for any kind of talk to continue.
BAFTA is where he's getting it.
Yeah.
It's BAFTA.
100%. Yeah.
And BAFTA was the ones that predicted Hopkins last year.
Yeah.
And he went on to win the Oscar.
Yes, they did.
That was a big deal. That was a really big deal. It could happen again.
Oh my god.
Could happen again. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedies. The nominations were Marion Cotillard for Annette, Alana Haim for Licorice Pizza, Jennifer Lawrence in Don't Look Up, Emma Stone in Cruella, and Rachel Zegler in West Side Story, with the win going to Rachel Zegler for West Side Story. I'm with it. I'm on the Zegler train, guys. I remember episode 1. I was fighting you guys tooth and nail because I just couldn't see it happening. And then I even said in episode 1, you can go and look. I said, I'm watching it this Friday. Who knows? Maybe I don't think it's the best performance of the year. I don't think it's the best performance of the year, but it's definitely one of the best performances of the year. I am so happy she won here.
She did really good, yes. I'm happy she won as well, because I mean, West Side Story is one of my favorites of last year. She did a really good job. As much as I also am not a fan of Licorice Pizza, Elena Hamm was my favorite part of that. So
Agreed.
Yeah. But so I honestly would have been okay with her, but I'm glad Rachel Zegler won.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the definitely Mary and Kojiyar don't have no chance to get into the Oscars. Sorry, Emma Stone, as great as you were in Cruella, it's not going to happen. But it's nice to see you here. And then, Jennifer Lawrence is a no. That's not happening. So I do think Alana Haim still might have a chance to get into Best Actress at the Oscars. I agree with Dan. I think she's the best part of the movie. But Rachel Zegler is so good in the movie. I think Rachel Zegler is probably the only person who has a chance to get in.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for, Shawn.
Yeah.
I like Alana Haim in Licorice Pizza. I do not think she's making it to the Oscars, not even as a nomination. Yeah. I just out of 5 spots, no. Out of 6 spots, maybe, but not out of 5, because I think Rachel Zegler's getting in.
And then, I mean, we were just talking about best, actress drama, and there's those 4 actresses, and it's like, who? I mean, if say Lady Gaga doesn't get that 5th spot as the outlier, the only one I can see switching out is Rachel Zegler. I don't see Alana Haim doing it.
Right on the money.
Last but not least, Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. We have Cyrano, Don't Look Up, Licorice Pizza, Tick Tick Boom, and Clifford the Big Red Dog. No, and West Side Story. In the win of the century. No, and the winner is West Side Story.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
my heart,
I'm so happy
my heart,
with that.
my
I love
soul.
That movie. Yes,
I could sleep happy tonight. Golden Globes, you've done it right.
Yeah.
West Side Story wins Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. I feel confident in saying that that West Side Story and Power of the Dog have to go head to head for the Oscars. Yeah. I feel confident, and I'm happy that is the case, because there are 2 films I love, and one of them may or may not be my number 1 film of the year.
This is interesting. I think you're right, John. It's definitely Power of the Dog versus West Side Story. This is what we were thinking was going to happen, and then I think, like we said, Belfast definitely in there. I would have loved to see Tick Tick Boom win. That would have been a really nice, whoa, big surprise. But this makes sense, and I think it reflects where the Oscars are probably going to go as well. Mm-hmm. What are your guys' thoughts on these nominees and what their chances are for nominations?
3 out of 5.
I'm so surprised Cyrano is in there, and I mean I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know. Cyrano, I don't think is gonna make it. Don't Look Up, even though I didn't love it, I thought it was pretty good, but I think it's gonna make it just because of Adam McKay and the cast. Maybe into the nominations. Licorice Pizza. I don't know about Licorice Pizza. I don't want it to, but it probably is.
If it keeps losing steam, who knows?
I don't know. I think it's making it for nominations, guys. Yeah. I said it was gonna win. I'm not saying that anymore, but I am saying that I see the nomination so much more than Don't Look Up, man.
Yeah, Tick Tick Boom. I would love, like Shawn said, I would love.
I think Tick Tick Boom. I said this in the first one, and Did both of you disagree with me? John, I know you disagreed with me.
I had it on my list. I had it on my list.
Getting in?
Dan didn't have it on his list.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, I see Tick Tick Boom getting in.
I hope it does, yes. I want it to get in.
Tick Tick Boom is a safe bet, I think.
I think so too. So 4 out of 5.
Wait, 4 out of 5.
West Side Story, Tick Tick Boom, Licorice Pizza, Don't Look Up.
For me, yeah.
3 out of 5. West Side Story, Tick Tick Boom, Licorice Pizza, 3 out of 5. I think the 3.
Don't
Yeah,
Look
because I
Up.
don't see
You're
Cyrano
saying
and Don't
no
Look
for
Up.
Don't Look Up.
No, I'm saying no for Don't Look Up. I think the notion for Don't Look Up is gonna stay very much with audiences love it, but critics are iffy. And I think that's where it's gonna stay for me. I hope, and I know Dan will be happy for this, that Marvel's able to campaign No Way Home enough to get a Best Picture nomination. That deserves it over Don't Look Up.
Well, yeah.
And it could happen. I mean, they're campaigning.
Anybody has the money and the power to make something crazy like that happen, it is Disney and Marvel. I would love to see that happen. That'd be a really nice surprise. Maybe people will actually watch the damn show if they do that.
and look at the narrative here for West Side Story, guys. If West Side Story, it won Best Picture at the Golden Globes. If it takes it to the Oscars and it wins Best Picture at the Oscars, West Side Story, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, either you guys or you guys in the comments, West Side Story will be the first film where the original and remake will both have won Best Picture at the Oscars. That's a narrative. So. That's a good narrative.
I think that's truth, and I'm having crazy deja vu because when we did our first episode of the Cinema Squad, we talked about this.
Yeah.
And I had brought up, I was like, I think it really has some Oscar chances. And you're like, it does? And then we talked about this. So it's like, wow, we're talking about this 6-7 months later. But yeah, I think it would be. I can't see there being another film where this happened.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I hope that's what happens. I would be a very happy Puerto Rican man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would prefer, obviously, The Power of the Dog. But if I had to pick a second choice, West Side Story. So nice. I'm happy where things are kind of coming into place.
Better than last year's, man. Nomadland. Let's not get into that.
I know, why? Especially when there's movies like The Father that come out and Judas and the Black Messiah. Those movies are amazing. And then to just give it to Nomadland.
Yeah. But this year the power is to the dog.
Yeah. Sure, John. I don't know if that worked or not, but yes.
Maybe. Comment down below.
So there you have it, folks. The winners of the Golden Globes and our reactions to them. What did you think of this year's winners? Let us know down in that comment section. Please blow up that comment section with all of your thoughts.
Blow it up.
And that's not all, because we have more Off to the Races coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that. And if you missed the first 2 episodes, you can see the first episode on Jonathan, Man of Movies channel, and the second episode on Shawn's Lost in the Reels channel. I will leave links to all of this down in the description below. But wait, there's more. We have an award ceremony of our own. The Cinema Squad has their own award ceremony that we will actually be streaming. And that is the Rubber Ducky Awards.
Yes.
The nominations have been announced. Voting has opened. And I will leave a link to all of that down in the description below. So definitely go check that out. Look out for more Off to the Races. And that is all. Have a great night, everybody.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
This is looking to be a tight one, folks.